Yeah, guys, I really just missed the DRZ so much, so yeah, I got another one. I just really wanted to get out of the house and go for a ride, and it just seemed like all these things were compiling up, and then my WR, I was putting the wheels on, and I had a text from Fire Guy. He was like, hey, let's go off-roading. So I was like, fuck, well, I guess I'll just take these wheels back off and put the dirt ones on, but then I got caught up with their stuff. And I got the wheels back off that one, and I haven't finished putting the others back on, and I was like, well, I'll just take this thing out, and I fired it up, and the chain's clicking and clacking, the chain guide for the cam chain tensioner. It's got a manual adjuster, so it's no big deal. I adjusted that right on up, and then I checked the oil. That was probably a mistake because the oil was low and I had to do that. And I get out here and now I'm noticing the front wheel's crooked. This bar's, that's driving me nuts. Pull off so I can fix that. Here we go. Quick fix mode. I can't spin on that foot, so I'll spin it around on this one. You like this turn signal up here? Look at that thing. I'll just hold it out when I want to use it. Steering still isn't straight action now that I notice. I think I might have kicked her too far the other way. Fuck it, I'll fix it later. I haven't got time for all that. Suspension's a little spongy, you know, a little soft. Alright, let's get off this road. This is boring. Where does this go? Oh, where do you go? I think it goes to the wheelie. Sometimes that's the best thing for them. They've been sitting up for a little bit, especially a carbureted engine. They don't like sitting too long. Charge that battery back up. That's all we're really doing. We're just charging the battery. Sometimes you gotta do wheelies when you charge the battery, you know. It's not my fault. I didn't make things that way. The speedometer isn't reading off the front wheel anymore. In fact, if you watched on that last one, it completely stopped. When this went to 0, it means the front wheel wasn't moving. And that means the computer isn't having to calculate the front speed, so you're saving electricity and you're charging the battery faster. Trust me, I am a motorcycle mechanic. You know, whenever they have those manufacturer bike test things where you can go and just test drive all the bikes? Well, I haven't done one in years, but every time I go to one, I usually get yelled at least once or twice because I'm the guy who's just fucking wheelies every bike he takes out, romping on it. There was this one I went to one time. It was like a Aprilia, Ducati, all the European brands. I just start signing my name to test ride everything I can every time there's a ride going out. Now I'm there with this other dude, Don, or Old Dog, or Leon, whatever he wants to be called. He's got like 30 different names. We're the two guys there on motards. And Don is this crazy old dude, man. You guys would like Don. Honda, the big Honda 650L. Yeah, that's what he rides. Actually, it's in Sportman setup, as they call it, meaning he doesn't actually have supermoto wheels on. He's got these bags that hang off, just like the soft bags, touring bags. And the dude will put like a camera on the outside of the bags. And he's got a video of him taking turns so hard and the grass is smacking the cameras and stuff. Actually had scrape marks on the side of his soft bags from cornering the thing so hard. He's a bit overweight, he's bald, he's got this big beard, this big long gray beard. Just don't expect a guy that looks like him to do anything but ride a Harley in a straight line and then just drink a bunch of beers. But no, he does wheelies, flings bikes around turns super fast, and then drinks beer. Every bike I took out, yeah, me and Don were like, we were sure to where the guys could, there was only one guy. Usually they got one in the front and one in the back, but this time they only had one guy in the front leading. So you could kind of trail back a little bit and start ripping wheelies and get away with it, no problem, right? There was this one dip in the road, or it wasn't a dip, it was like a peak in the road. And so everyone's just slowing right the hell down when they come over this peak in the road. And me and Don would get this nice gap in front of us, the guy in front of us, so that like, we wouldn't run into him when we would hit this jump in the road at like 50, 60 miles an hour hard on the throttle. know, it's bumpier than it looks. Oh no! That's not my bike. It's gravel in that turn, FYI. Shifter's touching the case. I guess I should say this is my brother's bike. He's in the Navy. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, she's all good. Gravel in this one too. Hey, I straightened the bars out. So this is my brother's bike who's in the Navy. God, it's a good road. I was looking for this road. I'm glad I found it, but anyway, note to self, gravel on a couple of the turns. Did something with my thumb there. I think I must have overextended her a bit. Put some ice on that later. Now I need to know. I need to like, this is always the thing with country roads. Like, you never know. What's the word? You never know, like, if there's gravel and stuff in turns, because they have gravel driveways and other things like that. So dirt and gravel will get pulled up onto the roads. And I've been through that turn with it clean many a times, and that time it wasn't. So I'll have a bruise on my my hip here, but I'm all right other than that. Love peaks in the road. I just love them. They're so much fun, guys. One of the most fun things you come across. Anyway, my brother's out on leave right now with the Navy. He said, just go ride it. Keep the battery charged up, you know, keep it running good for me. I was like, aye, aye, Captain or Sailor. Believe me, he wouldn't have cried one bit that I just laid it down. He'd think that's funny. I'll send him a picture of that later. This road is always a bit slick, even when it's dry and hot out. It's easy to step the rear out coming out of a turn, which can make you feel really cool. But it's just the nature of the road. That's why it's a little, like, if you really hard late brake into a turn, it's not a good idea. I've seen a lot of guys come out here and just overshoot these turns. I can't even see this one. Okay, now I can. This is, yeah, then the other side goes back down. I remember this. Oh, what a beautiful place. What are these vultures, what are these doing over here? What have they found? You see them all taking off here? What were y'all chewing on? Oh, armadillo. Road closed my ass. Let us see if there's a motard way around this situation. How you doing? I think the road's still open for me. Told you the road wasn't closed for me.